and welcome to my meditation. I've committed to meditating every day, and so most days I'm doing it live here on my channel so that to invite you to meditate with me as well. There's power in numbers. It's easier to meditate when we meditate together. Even if you're watching the replay, we're not meditating at the same time, it's still easier to do it together. So here we go, let's do it. I'll be doing this for about half an hour, and then directly afterwards I'm going live for the members of this channel only, and that'll be a show with readings in it. If you'd like to join me in that, you see a join button down there. If you click that, then you'll get invited along to that too. So let's start off this meditation by relaxing our nervous system. So we'll take a few deep breaths in, breathing in, and then slowly breathing out. Another deep breath in. Slowly letting that go. Another deep breath in. And a slow release. Let's see if we can find any areas of tightness or holding in our body by moving around with my prompts. So starting in the left toes, let's move into the left arch of the foot, the heel, the ankle, up the calf to the left knee. And from the left knee, let's go up the thigh to the left hip, feeling the femur within the hip socket, just relaxing and letting go. Moving it back around the back to the glute, feeling whatever the glute's sitting on or resting on if you're laying down. Feel that point of contact and then let that muscle melt away and be supported by whatever it's on. Moving into the toes of the right foot now, let's move into the arch of the foot, the heel, the ankle, up the calf to the right knee, from the right knee, up the upper leg to the hip, the right hip now, feeling the femur within the hip socket and just letting that go. Moving around the back to the glute, feeling whatever the right glute is resting on, and feel that muscle melt away and allow itself to be supported by whatever it's on. Moving into the left fingers now, let's move into the palm of the hand and the thumb, the wrist, moving up the forearm, all those little muscles of the forearm to the elbow. And from the left elbow, let's move up the bicep, the tricep, into the left shoulder, feeling that left shoulder moving down and away from the ear. Now moving into the right fingers, and then the palm of the right hand into the thumb, to the wrist, moving up all of those little muscles of the forearm to the right elbow. And then from the right elbow up the bicep and the tricep to the right shoulder, and then feeling that shoulder relax down and away from the ears. Starting at the base of the spine now, let's move up the spine, and as you go, just straighten out a little bit, making yourself taller, straighter. And as you move up the spine, when we get to the neck, let's move the right ear to the right shoulder. The neck a bit of a stretch to release it. And the left ear to the left shoulder. Looking over the right shoulder. And then over the left shoulder. Back to straight. Let's look down to the navel. And then up to the clouds. And balancing your head now in a neutral position so that your neck can be relaxed. Let's move into the jaw, releasing the jaw. Gently closing your mouth, feeling your tongue resting on the roof of your mouth. Let's move into the cheeks, the nose. Letting the eyeballs relax back and down into the eye sockets. Into the forehead now, feeling those eyebrows relaxing apart. The forehead relaxing, the scalp relaxing. Feeling your ears move down ever so slightly as your scalp relaxes. Now let's put our focus on our third eye, which is in between the eyebrows and up just a little bit from that. And we'll keep the focus here on the third eye for the whole of the meditation. So remaining present with that third eye focus, we want to notice everything that's going on. Be aware and present and be the observer of everything that's going on inside of you and outside of you. So you might hear noises, the creek rushing out the back. You might feel emotions coming up or other sensations in the body. Your subconscious mind might start chatting at you, narrating what's going on, not going on, what you should be doing instead of meditating. All the things that negatively biased subconscious mind wants to protect us from or remind us about. Just try and remain present and notice it all. And if you do find that you've wandered off with your subconscious mind, as soon as you realize and wake up from that, just bring yourself gently back to the focus of the third eye. Accepting all of the distractions as they come up. Not fighting them, not trying to stop them, not trying to ignore them, not trying to make them go away, just accepting them all. And in this way it takes all the power out of them. Now when you stop fighting the subconscious mind, when you stop trying to quieten it and you just listen to it instead, you might find that the subconscious mind just gets quieter naturally. Because when it's being heard by us, it doesn't need to keep on shouting at us. And as your subconscious mind quietens, you'll start to have access to the superconscious mind, the one with the good guidance. It's a positively focused mind. It's your connection with spirit, with source, your higher self, your guides. That's where the great ideas come from, the inspiration. We're accepting ourselves fully in this moment as well. Not telling ourselves any stories about not being good at meditation, not telling ourselves off for being distracted. Just being present and interested in what's going on inside and outside of yourself. Sometimes the guidance gets louder and louder until we will face something. And that means life events can get trickier and trickier until we get the advice, we get the guidance that was supposed to be coming from it. That's something to be accepted too. It's not a wrongness in ourselves to need more and more guidance, or to need something to become really obvious before we'll make a change. It's okay. We're allowed to be gentle with ourselves. So we're tapping into abundance with this meditation, because abundance is the flow of all things that we need on our life path journey. We can often think of as abundance as material things or money, but really it's everything. It's opportunities, the right people, timing, all kinds of things, of whatever it is that we need in the moment. And so when we change our minds about what abundance is, you'll be able to see more clearly when you're getting the circumstances or the resources or the time off, or often it's that. Often abundance is being given a break from things. Because just as in meditation, we don't want to strive to empty the mind or to kill the subconscious mind, or ignore the thoughts that are happening. We want to accept it all. In the same way, we want to be able to recognize abundance in our lives in the moment, it being right in the moment. So we don't want to grasp for certain resources. We don't want to make it about a particular resource, that's what I'm trying to say, but about the entirety of everything we need coming toward us. When we have this more expansive view of abundance, it gets easier. When we narrow abundance down to just money or just material things, then we don't see most of the abundance that's there, and it can make us feel lack. So whatever you think is missing in your life at the moment, take another look, because there is another kind of abundance there, which is right for you right now. Sometimes abundance brings us guidance, gives us clues to let go of something. That can feel like it's not abundance, but it is. Guidance, any kind of an energy coming towards you is abundance. It comes in many forms. It's all source energy. Abundance isn't just one particular form of that energy. And I think this is where a lot of people trip themselves up when trying to tune into abundance. Trying to make it just about one thing instead of the whole thing. We can always look back at our lives and see when there's been an absence of something, why it was taken away from us or why we couldn't have that thing, and it makes sense when we look back, given hindsight, but it always makes sense in the future, so why not believe it right now? Even if we can't see why something isn't manifesting or there seems to be a lack of something, it will make sense in the future, so let's trust that right now. We have what it is that we need. And any kind of a striving toward what you think should be showing up right now and isn't, is trying to control the path instead of relaxing on the path. If you relax on the path, then you'll notice the abundance coming in other ways instead that are right for you right now. And I'm just getting this message, it might be for a lot of people about letting go of something just now. And so if you keep on trying to add to your plate and the guidance is about clearing your plate, then that is ignoring some abundance right there. Even if things aren't happening at the moment, you might have been granted some time to take care of yourself better. That's abundance. There's a beauty in the space, in calm, presence, in peace. You might call it that calm, present, that peace, the sitting, feeling at peace with ourselves. You might think that that's not abundance, that that is nothing, that's an absence of other things. And why does it feel so good? It is abundance too. You see, there's abundance in every moment if we just look for it. There's a constant source of energy, and it's all abundance. unless you fall down unconscious, then you've got abundance flowing to you constantly. And you start noticing that, you might stop trying to control how the abundance comes to you, what type of abundance comes to you, and accept the abundance that's flowing to you right now. Make the most of it. Enjoy it. Perhaps have gratitude for it. Have gratitude for things that we're not even recognizing is there. Whatever we chase runs away from us. If we think there's a lack of something and so we need to focus on it and then chase it, that's not the truth. It's not the truth of abundance, it's not the truth of our existence. We end up making life difficult for ourselves when we do that. If we're seeing our life instead as a path that's uniquely right for us individually, with all the experiences and the things that are important to us on that path, and we're walking that path as we go through life, and the abundance comes to us, everything that we need on that path, even if what we need at the time is a lesson or some clarity or time to ourselves or a lot of money to do something or make something, or whatever it is and whenever it comes, if we're seeing it as that path and us being supported, we can flow with it instead of against it. It'll flow much more easily because anything else is fighting it. Abundance can be finding a penny on the beach, something that makes you, that uplifts you, seeing a rainbow. Abundance comes easily through nature, because we all tend to be open to receiving abundance from nature. But we could be as open to receiving abundance from other places, people, things too. Less control is required, less trying to manifest it, more release and trusting our path, more being tuned in, listening to our path, Not thinking our path is only this or only that, but accepting all of it. We're here to grow as a human being. And if we make it about that, rather than the pursuit of something material, if we make it be the pursuit of ourselves, you'll see that we're always supported by abundance. Abundance is always there. You don't have to think about breathing air because it's always there. Abundance is exactly the same. It's there. Don't wake up in the morning and think, oh, I need to get my air for the day. Nor do we need to manifest abundance. It's there already. It's when we limit it, when we try and get it, when we try and take control, when we want it to be a certain way, that's when we close down. It's like we put more and more limitations on it. It can only come through this way because I want this thing and I don't want anything else. I just want this thing. We limit it so much. That's when we feel lack because we can't see the rest of the abundance that's right there. It's like going into a restaurant that serves fast food and demanding something that they don't even serve. And there's no need to miss out like that. Enjoy what is there. Receive what is there, the abundance in this moment now. I think we've all had the experience of giving to an ungrateful person. It seems it's never good enough. What you give to them, what you do for them is just never good enough. Let's not be like that, not with each other, not with the universe. Can you be open to a gift to show you that the universe is there for you? Don't ask the gift to be anything in particular, just ask for a gift to prove to you that abundance is there. Don't limit it, don't ask for it to be a particular thing. Be open to what is. So when we're practicing meditation, we're sitting with a focus, being aware and accepting the distractions as they come up, accepting whatever is. It's teaching us to accept abundance too. Can you be present with abundance as well? Notice what comes in, what shows up, what abundance is there. It requires remaining present and being aware, keeping your senses on, looking, not being on autopilot and distracted by our phones and things like that, but noticing, present and aware. What is here for me now? What else is possible? What abundance am I not noticing that's right there for me right now? And let me know when it shows up. Because I can guarantee each and every one of us, no matter how we try to be present with abundance and open and aware, there will be some abundance there that we're missing, that we haven't been appreciating, we haven't been noticing, we've been taken for granted, or we've just been looking over it, complacent about it. So that's where I'm coming out of this meditation. Feel free to carry on if you want to. If you'd like to join me in the members live show for some readings next, I'll be starting that in 2 minutes. You can click that join button down there. Thank you so much for meditating with me. I hope you got lots out of that. Don't forget to click that like button and the subscribe button so you can join me next time. Let's do it again tomorrow. And I'll see you in the members if you're coming with me now.